Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome back to VA-11 Hallway Cyberpunk Bartender action. And when we last left off, we were talking to Alma about some very heavy things, if you will. Click to start. So, this is actually my fourth time doing this intro, because the first three times were just completely botched. The first time I forgot to hit record with fraps. The second time I forgot to start the timer. The third time I was doing something that I probably shouldn't have been doing. Okay, I made that sound a lot more weird than it was supposed to. Basically, I was like, oh, Joe Milton suggested that I go back, because like day 10 was when, Alma, or was when Jill was messed up and she couldn't respond to any of the like articles or anything. So what I wanted to do was what Joe Milton suggested is on day 11. What I should do is go back to those comments that, to those articles that were old that she didn't respond to and see what she said. But unfortunately, I can't do that because we did, day 11, we already got to the break in the last episode, so I can't do that, unfortunately. It is what it is. I'll just go to day 11 break. Anyway, without further ado, I will be right back to where we last left off. And I am back. I honestly didn't really need to make a cut for that. Like, it took me less than a minute to get there. It's been 2 minutes since I made the cut because I wanted the start time to be exact, like the seconds to be exact from when I made the cut, so that I don't have to do like some weird math in order to have this like a nice round 20-minute number. Anyway, 20-minute episode. Anyway, this is the last voice line that I did. Technically, we last left off in the line after this, but I don't care. Let's just continue from here. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. What I'm guessing is, because this happens, like, one thing you'll notice is, this is very true for the millennial generation, specifically later millennials, so, like, people born in, like, the early to mid-90s, which I'm part of that group. You'll notice that, like, later millennials tend to be a lot more, tend to like want to pursue their passions a lot more, and I remember reading about this. It's mostly because of the they grew up as children of either late baby boomers or Generation Xers who might not necessarily have pursued their passions, but they did what they were supposed to do. They went to college and whatever. They became very hard workers, and they probably grew up seeing their parents not very happy, so they probably developed an aversion to work. Like, actually, just last night I was at dinner, and like, I know somebody, because like I'm in university, somebody who is, they were a first-year student actually. They said that they could technically graduate in 3 years, but they decided that they didn't want to, because then they'd have to work. It's just one of those things. Anyway, they even started a small shop to have tasks and do after retirement. Huh. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. I'm not doing this voice properly. What? Are you distracted? She seems kind of distracted, Jill does. Like, she has, like, all those ellipses. Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well... Huh, you acted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some space. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So she's broke and can't even get a bus. Yeah, so, yeah. Well, with her parents? Or at her house? Oh, that's right, everyone lives in the same house. I forgot, yeah. No, Alma lives by herself, but everyone else lives in the same house. That's right, okay. I was trying to get, like, a mental image of how, like, the social dynamics were. So if I recall correctly, Alma lives by herself, and everyone else lives in, like, the same house. And so, when she came, the children came to visit, like, the parents, which I guess would be their grandparents, and so since the uncles and aunts aren't, oh, they're all sisters, but one, I believe, is heavily implied to be transsexual. They all, like, they're there, but they didn't want to bother the... That's weird. You think the parents that... I don't know. Because, like, you think maybe they'd be too old to, like, take care of children. Like, I don't know. It doesn't help that I never get along with Diana. Got along. So we're in the car, and she asks how her kids are. And, of course, after all that built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I start scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Okay. And? That doesn't... Okay, whatever. Like, I kind of get where she's coming from, but at the same time, that's not an excuse. I'm sorry. Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Evan and Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Whore! Ah! That was a bit too extreme, but whatever. That was a bit too extreme, like, a bit too extreme of a scream, but we're going with it. Damn! I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family, I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I could help? You just did. Eh? Sometimes the best type of medicine is just having a cold shoulder to cry on. I could have worded that a bit better. You're gonna have to forgive me. I'm all over the place. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm all over the place for some reason. I don't know why. I know who I'm dealing with. I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I could have just discussed this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter's a slut. And I just need to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Wah, wah, wah. Kidding. I just have good intuition. Shut up. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs got Jean was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breast actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? My sarcasm, possibly? I mean, I'm not Jill, but good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. That's actually a thing. Like, my mother's side of the family, like, basically everyone there has, like, some type of allergy. And, like, when I say some type of allergy, I mean they're like, allergic to everything. Like, shellfish, like, they're lactose intolerant. Although, does lactose intolerant count as an allergy? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Lactose intolerant, can't have peanut butter, and all sorts of things. And somehow me and my sister came out allergy free. I guess we just inherited that from my dad's side of the family, because I don't think anyone from my dad's side of the family has, like, allergies. Except for, like, people on my dad's side of the family tend to have, like, lactose intolerance, which my sister kind of got, and I don't exactly have lactose intolerance. I mean, if I do, it's very low grade, but no, I don't have lactose intolerance. What I'm talking about. Anyway, let's get back into things. Oh, also, before I get back into things, I have to say, so a few episodes ago, several episodes ago actually, I actually said that, I was talking about blood types, and I said that there's the possibility that my blood type is O. Actually, last week I donated blood, and for the past 21 years, I thought, well, actually, I didn't know what my blood type was. I just assumed that it was O because that's what my dad's was. But actually, my blood type is actually A positive. Surprise. I don't remember what Jill's was. I think Jill was like a B or like, I think Streaming Challenge identified her as like a B or something. But I don't know, it was just one of those things. Anyway, let's get back into things. There's a thing about shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her. Somehow. Ooh. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if it turns out shitty? Then he wasn't a good man to begin with, right? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? Oh. Well. What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is an indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that you pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey! Am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. Or you could be like me and be like, oh, I wonder if I'll ever find the right woman, and then I end up finding someone who potentially could be the right thing, and you're like, oh, you'll know the time comes, and the time doesn't exactly come because shenanigans. I don't know. I sure hope so. But now, the time has come to get another drink. What do you want? What can I get you? Can't be something with ice, but alcoholic, please. So something that's not soft but has ice. Okay, gotcha. Alright. By type, promo drink. I believe the Piano Woman has ice in it, right? No, but the Piano Man does, right? Piano Man's on the rocks, isn't it? Oops. This is on the rocks. But I don't want to do that. That one tastes terrible from what I understand. Piano Man. Yeah, this one's all on the rocks and mix. And this one is strong, therefore. I mean, the only ones that are non-alcoholic are like soft ones. Wait, did she say non-alcoholic? The thing is, I can't go back. I can't go back. Did you? I'm not quite sure if I read that wrong. Whatever. If we make a mistake, we make a mistake. I'm probably still gonna end up save scumming because why not? But I mean, at this point, like, I just don't care. Like, I just want to have like that perfect bonus so that I can have like the best ending possible. So that I don't want to miss out on anything. Because generally speaking, I don't know. Like, for me, generally speaking, outside of Let's Plays, I've talked about this before, I don't play a whole lot of video games, actually. I mean, that's not to say that I don't. That's not to say that I don't play video games at all, but I don't play a whole lot. So, a lot of times, I don't go back to games that, I've done Let's Plays on. I've done that before, like I did that with Bayonetta and with Resonance of Fate. But all in the rocks and mix. But so like I kind of want I want you guys to buy this game actually. Like this is like you know, if you buy the game, ever starting with Shantae mix, walk and talk, stop. Ever since Shantae, I started leaving like links in the description so that you can purchase the game for yourself. The reason why I do that is because Tarmac talked about that in one of his videos. He said, the least you can do is leave a link so that people can purchase it for themselves in your videos. And I was like, yeah, you know what, I should do that. Anyway, serve. Here you go. Thanks, I needed to cool down a bit. Okay, so we did do it right. What was I saying though? But like I want you guys to have like the full experience yourself. There are several endings, so you guys can get the game yourself and get all the different endings. But I also want it for myself as well, because probably not for like at least another couple of years. I probably won't be going back to this after. Well, I don't know. I'm saying that, but I don't know. I might go back to it depending to get myself hyped up for Sukeban's next game, whatever that may be. Thanks. I need to cool down. I need to cool down a bit, or maybe actually. Maybe I might, I don't know. This is one of those games I might be willing to actually, like, I don't know. That's why I'm here. So you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on, you have my problems. I want to help you too. I was thinking, I was like, she just spilled her beans. You should spill your beans. Don't worry too much. Jill, come on. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Way to change the subject. Sure, something tells me this Mega Christmas is gonna be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. Chicken? Like, is it fried chicken? Kentucky Fried Christmas? You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. So, like, people are just eating, like, just regular, like, rotisserie chicken. Traditionally, Christmas dinner is the same as Thanksgiving dinner, so you'd have, like, turkey and ham. At least that's what I've been told anyway. I believe it's the same thing. In Japan, though, like, the Kentucky Fried Christmas thing, that is not a joke. That's an actual thing. Like, it was an advertisement campaign that was launched by KFC, I believe, like, the 70s. And so, like, people go to KFC on Thanksgiving in Japan. That's one of those I talked about this before in Residence of Fate. That's one of those things that you say and people don't believe you, but I swear to God, that is a 100% thing. 100%. It is a real thing. I've even seen it referenced in dramas before, too. Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. That's not to say that everyone does that. Not everyone does that, just to let you know, but still. Really? I like breasts better. Breast is a bit too simple. Don't you think? Legs have a better texture. I don't really care about texture. I just think that legs have better flavor overall. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. True. You silly girls. Tricks are for kids. Buzz? You're there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best part are the wings. No, I've always been more of a legs person myself, actually, if I were to be honest. Wings are second best. Breasts have always been my least favorite, because they're always, like, I feel like there's too much meat. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, too much... Bus? What's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where'd you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here. Oh, I see. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why didn't they put the emphasis on the you? I don't know. Well, because... That is much. Yo, army tage. Oma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up, but it'd be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice, nice. No, you gotta go with the hardcore spice. Actually, no. When it comes to chicken, it depends. Weird, maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here. I don't know why Jill suddenly got an accident. That always happens. Like, she usually orders stronger stuff. I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they get out in iron shirts and well coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. What about you, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the... Well, I'm not gonna assume that you're interested in the opposite sex. Maybe you're interested in the same sex, but when it comes to your ideal type, what do you think? Me personally, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Like, I don't care if they're tall or short or if they're skinny or... Well, actually, I prefer like a nice healthy weight. Like, I wouldn't prefer something that's super skinny or like where it's like you can see their ribs, or like something that's a bit overweight where you're kind of wondering if you'll be able to be with them 40 years from now because they'll have heart problems because they're super overweight, because that's a thing. But I don't know. Aside from that's the only thing that I guess I'd really be picky about. Aside from that, I don't really care. Anyway, what about you guys? Some muscles always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. Oh, you're one of those people. Like, I don't get that. Why do people, like, differentiate between, like, just, like, people that they're interested in dating and people that they're interested in, like, marrying? Like, to me, it's one and the same. I don't know. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turn out to be spicy. Well, that's kind of expected. Anyway, I believe it went a minute over, but I'll see you guys in the next episode. 21!